Hi, this is Scott McClyman at CEO of Velocity Consulting and Coaching. I'm going to show you an application called Customer 360, which I've created with my partner Solve. It's built in a business intelligence tool called ClickSense, which is widely utilized across many industries. The particular application we've developed is for financial institutions, mostly banks and credit unions, but it can be changed, adapted toward any business in any industry. So the purpose of Customer 360 is to help you attract and retain profitable customers or members and make your company overall more profitable and valuable. The way that Customer 360 does that is by giving you an in-depth knowledge about your customers so you can create greater value and profitability for them. It gives you strategic insights and lets you take it down to the tactical level. There are a number of sheets, so it's geared toward users at all levels of your organization, whether it's at the C level, the executive level, CFO, marketing, for example, division management, frontline management, or even customer contact personnel. It really has something for everybody, and the point is that it enables you with that deep, vital information about your customers to create and execute profitable strategies. And that's the purpose behind business intelligence. So, as an example, we'll go to our executive dashboard and we'll see that we've created 4 profit groups. That's the foundation of Customer 360. Don't worry if you don't have customer profitability, but in this case, we're starting with 4 profit groups. And there's one particular profit group that is a small percentage of our customers, but makes up about 80% of our profits. Well, thinking about things strategically, we want those top customers, which we call end zone, to stay in that group, and we would also like more of our customers to be in that group. So here's a sheet that we call tenure and migration. I've just clicked on it. That's what ClickSense means. You're just clicking. You don't have to be a power user. I know that if one of my customers starts out as an end zone household, and they migrate to the lower tier, the next tier down of profitability, I know they're going to be less profitable. And in the last year, in this particular database, about 29% of my most profitable customers migrated down. Well, what did that mean for me? It meant that I lost $4.3 million. So at the executive level, what we're going to do is to create metrics around that. So for example, we would say, okay, well, we're at 29%. We want to see if we can stop this migration in the next year and cut it back to about 20%. And we can figure out what that is going to mean to us in terms of increased profitability. Also, we know that some of our red zone customers, about 26% of them, are migrating up toward the end zone. That has resulted in about $14.3 million worth of profitability. How can we speed up that trend? What can we learn about these customers and why they have migrated? And how can we accelerate that trend? So these are some strategic things that you can delve into. And so we might want to say, well, let's make that 33% for next year. And that can help us set our budget goals as well as really focus our marketing and sales teams and product management teams on what we want to achieve. So, as I said, some things are at a very, very strategic level. Other things are pretty tactical because ultimately we want to take action. So, we start out in this database with about 53,000 households. That's all of our households. We don't really want to act upon all of them, let's take a particular group of highly valuable customers, these end zone 2, and I know that they happen to be a problem area for us. So we've gone from 53,000 to about 1,600, but I want to narrow it down to those to whom we have sold a mortgage, but not a checking account. So there are 445. So we know the names of these customers, and throughout the year, we're going to be touching them and trying to get them interested in the rest of our product line. But we also know that there is a process design that needs to be addressed, and that is, why did they get mortgages and not checking accounts in the first place? Did they just not know that we had checking accounts? Was the mortgage originator not incentivized to refer other products to them? What's going on in our process where we're missing some of these customers? So we can say this is at the very tactical level, but it's also strategic when we think about processes. Now, of course, we've looked at the profit groups that we have. This is how our customers behave with us, but we also want to associate demographic groups with them so we can cross over and get more of them in the marketplace. So we can look at the demographics of our top households, and we can see that some are very, very affluent, about 40% or so, and another roughly 30% are millennial, Gen X, who are 5 to 10 years into their career, good, solid income, highly educated. Well, the value that we've got to deliver to each of those two customer groups is somewhat different. The millennial is not going to be after the same thing as the wealthy, affluent 45 to 65-year-old household. So by fine-tuning our value proposition to them, we can really start to differentiate and create, like I said at the very beginning, more value for our customers to help not only attract them, but retain them. Another aspect of Customer 360 is that we can go into the marketplace and size our opportunity. So for example, we know that what percent market share we have of each of our demographic groups, how profitable they are to us, what are the additional profits we can expect to receive if we gain an additional 1% market share in each demographic group, and how many households we need to acquire in order to get that 1%. So it's a very versatile tool. It cuts across, as I said, all different types of business users in any division, whether it's mortgage, commercial lending, small business, wealth management, retail, your branches, executive. It's useful across your entire organization. It helps you fine-tune your strategy and then execute it with great precision and focus. So in the rest of our videos, we're going to show you more about Customer 360.